Hello everybody and welcome to another top 15 matchup. And we've got back-to-back, baby. We're not even taking no rest in this one. We've got Michigan and Georgia Tech in the big house. Georgia Tech, of course, last week coming off a loss to South Carolina. Not last week, I apologize. Week before coming off a loss to South Carolina in their season opener. Again, on the road, that's a tough game to win. Now coming out here against JhitDude and Michigan. We've got a great game coming up between two powerhouses yet again. Georgia Tech looking to get on the board in their first win of the year. Michigan, number 3 in the nation, defending champions and looking to make it another. Now we do have a game coming up later in this one. There's a black screen in the top right because that is going to be where Bink and Benji are going to be in App State versus Notre Dame later on in the broadcast. So that's going to be a great one. I'll be joined by Ballhawk once I get everything set up and make sure it works. But until then, we've got a 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line. Georgia Tech going to be really in hell all day in the big house from these Michigan fans. Going to drag route open here and gets a nice 4, but now an early 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets. Can you hear me, big man? And Ballhawk, welcome into the stream, brother. How do you feel? How you doing right now, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
You know, I'm just ready to watch some awesome football between JhitDude and GhostFace. It's sure to be a great game between these two guys.
Oh, yeah, 100% for sure.
We got a 1st and 10 from the 39. Jamal Haynes going to take the snap in the Wildcat, and he's got a huge gain across the 50 and up across the 45 to the 44. 1st and 10. So an early couple of big plays from Georgia Tech. We saw Michigan took the field goal to start the game, but for now, Georgia Tech driving. Do you think they can pull off the upset in this one in the big house?
I think they can. They need to stop Michigan's front offense for sure. Which, they had a little trouble on that first drive, but I think they definitely can do something here.
I agree, and they keep moving the ball, and we'll see how it pans out. Again, Michigan did have to take the 3 on the first drive, which is promising. They start off the game with the ball. Usually that's a good sign that Michigan's going to drive right down the field and make you play from behind early, but being down 3-0 and now moving the ball up to the 30-yard line, that's a solid start for them and right where they want to be. So 1st and 10, they're going to go to the flat, and this one to Singleton Jr. up across the 15, and now a red zone snap incoming for Georgia Tech. Haynes King, not the greatest game last week. Of course, we saw the tough loss to South Carolina, and South Carolina last week losing to Seagloss in Kansas State in Manhattan. What a game that was. Hoping to get a repeat of that one here.
That was definitely insane.
Wasn't it? That was a crazy game. 1st and 10, we've got a little RPO action there, but Michigan all over it, sniffs that one out, and no gain. 2-yard loss, actually. Kenneth Grant in the backfield to take that one away.
Michigan running all these guys at the line.
Always
really hard to run the ball right here.
Always. 2nd and 12. This one's going out to Haynes, and a gain of about 5. Still 3rd down and coming, but made it work for a small gain.
And here's 3rd down. See if they can convert this, or else they're just going to have to tie it up here.
Right. 3rd and 7, and they're going to go to the flat again, and Haynes just has no room. Only a 2-yard gain, and that's what we're going to get, Ballhawk. It looks like it's going to be a tie ball game, hopefully. I mean, this is the big house. You never know what can happen. But that's what they're going to go for. Here's the tie. From the 8-yard line. Kick is up, and no good. So a missed kick there, and those kicking meters are tough, man. It's so hard to read. And We saw it right there. Ball hawk, we've got a 0-3 game still after all that work on the drive. Nothing doing.
That's unfortunate, you know, 31-yard field goal. Hope you'd, you know, make that one, but...
Right. And Kamara with a nice move to the outside is across the 40 and near the 50-yard line. It looked like Georgia Tech had that snuffed out. But Trey Kamara up across the 45 and nearing opponent territory, making that one into a huge game.
Michigan's coming out in the flex bone here. This is crazy.
Not surprised at all. This is Jit's bread and butter. And he's going to, Jose Davis trying to make it a move up to the middle. He has 2 rushes on the game. The first one went way better, 28 yards on the game and 0 yards on that one. So bringing down the average a bit. But that's definitely Jit's bread and butter. Just look to the flex bone and keep the running game in check. Of course, Jose Davis, a freshman starting quarterback at Michigan, now playing in another huge game against Georgia Tech. Second attempt going to drop back and go to the drag route. Morris, what speed! Up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah. Georgia Tech just running that cover 3, so it's really easy to just hit those drag routes underneath.
But I understand, you know, you can't. It's so easy for these 96-speed receivers to get behind you, so you gotta keep everything in front of you. Cabana, solid gain there. 2nd and 6 for the for the junior out of Michigan.
Here we go. See if Georgia Tech can force a small play here, try to get him up to 3rd down.
Right, and they're going for the screen pass, it looks like, and we'll see if he can get him down before the first, and a nice move by Cabana keeps the drive moving. 1st and 10. What a move from the junior.
Absolutely disgusting.
That was disgusting. Yes, sir. Again, later in the broadcast, we'll be looking at the Bink Benji game, Notre Dame versus App State. Both teams 0-2 to start the year, so looking for that first win. Davis breaks a couple tackles in the backfield and gets it outside. And he's going to walk it off. Touchdown, Michigan. What an insane play from the Wolverines.
It's crazy, man. I mean, Georgia Tech, it just did not wrap up there. Should have been tackled like 4 times.
No kidding. How do you stop that? I mean, had him in the backfield dead to rights, just gets it out of the open flat, and then just a stiff arm from hell. We've got a 10-0 ball game already. So 10-0 at the end of one, and Georgia Tech going to try to make this a one-score game so it doesn't get out of hand too quick, because I'm telling you, playing in the big house is no joke. What do you think Georgia Tech needs to do on this drive to establish some... I mean, they had consistency on the last drive, pretty much just at the very end, you know, couldn't put it in, just a little too late.
I mean, they just need to hit some short passes, make Michigan get out of this 6-man or whatever, 8-man front they're running here. They just need to sort of make them back up a little bit, and then they can run the ball again.
Right, that running game is where Georgia Tech excels so well, and they are going to go for the pass on this first down, and Haynes King had some time, but nobody open as Devin Baxter, the right end freshman, true freshman from Maryland, comes in and makes a tackle. And that's just even more intimidating when these 18-year-old kids are just bullying the heck out of them. I mean, this is crazy.
It's crazy.
Number one.
And here's some play-action pass.
Nation gets a nice 5 yards, but need to get that first down if they want to keep this drive going. Again, now number 1 toughest place to play in the nation. After the national championship last year and a great recruiting class this year, Michigan is looking to repeat what they had last year. So number 1 toughest place to play in Ann Arbor.
And he should have just ran the ball
screen,
there.
I agree, a lot of space. We might see him go for it. It's very short yardage, but nope, here comes the punt team. And that's a smart move, but we'll see if Georgia Tech's defense can step up.
Yeah, and if they don't step up here, it might be over, honestly.
I agree. 17-0 would be a bad look, and oh my goodness, the speed from Michigan all the way to the 45, and that's where Jose Davis will step onto the field for the 3rd drive of the game. Georgia Tech's defense didn't break in the first drive of the game, and then second drive it looked like they were unstoppable. Maybe got one maybe had one play that wasn't a first down snap for Michigan and then just took it to the house. So we'll see if Georgia Tech's defense can catch up a little bit.
Yeah, it's mostly thanks to this running back right here. This
Yeah.
dude is shifty. He's fast.
Oh,
My
no
goodness, and here he
way.
goes again. Massive gain there. And, you know, those slip screens are hard to defend. They really are. But, man, like
Completely
60
agree.
yards right there.
You got to, like, look for, like, one thing on those screens. Just couldn't find it there. It looked like Georgia Tech had an eye on it, but nothing doing. And the cutback. And another first down up to the 2-yard line for Michigan. And going into hurry up now, trying to get Georgia Tech off guard, which they pretty much have been all game. First and goal from the 2. Another run right up the gut, and he goes for the hurdle and gets 6. Trey Kamara, the junior from Missouri, in the end zone now, and with an extra point, we've got a 17-0 ball game. I mean, what dominance from Michigan early.
Yeah. I mean, they're really just slicing them up right there. I mean, I don't even know what you really do to stop that, honestly.
They
They're
had
just
him stopped
big play after big play.
Yes, had him stopped in the first
And you
drive.
called me dirty?
Not like
But
that.
afterward, just couldn't.
Okay,
Can't do anything since then. Just a lot of miscommunications on defense and missteps on offense. So now a 17-0 ball game. Again, Michigan did get the ball to start the first half, so we'll see how Georgia Tech plays with that knowledge. 7:16 in the first half to go, and a dangerous pass there, but it is complete for a 6-yard gain. Georgia Tech again just trying to move the ball, trying to get something going. 2nd and 4 from 30. Under 7 to go. 2nd and 4. Going to the drag route. There's a nice opening for Georgia Tech across the 41. So, I mean, to me, it looks like Michigan is content now to like play everything in front of them. You got a 17-0 lead, so it seems like Georgia Tech's trying to take advantage of those short routes. We'll see if they continue to go to it.
It's just about right, but honestly, ooh, that was weird. Honestly,
yeah,
you can't really let Georgia Tech get into a rhythm here, so got to be careful about that. And it really looked like they were into that play, so I don't really know.
They had
But
such a great team last year, top 3 in the nation, and they were started off as the preseason #1. Did lose to Beamer in a bit of a shootout, and hope not to get that second loss. Again, a brutal schedule to start the year, and they're going to go to that screen pass, and now abusing that Michigan offense here with a huge screen play up across the 40, and this is what you need if you're Georgia Tech. Just simple, easy plays. Get the first downs and move the ball. Because the more Michigan's defense is out there, the less their offense is out there. That seems silly, but a team who scored 17 points in the first half and so easily, it's nice when your offense get into a rhythm and keep them off the field.
exactly. I mean, they're showing a lot of this cover 2 here. I'd really like to see them try to hit a post route, maybe get a drag route underneath, because that's really easy. Here's cover 3, but I don't really know. They need to try to maybe get a little more hot routes going on here, not just running stock plays.
It's hard to hot route in the big house, though. Because we've got a
Yeah,
throw
that's
to the
true, that's
flat. Jamal Haynes up across the 20 into the 15. But you said it. Hot routes would be super useful. You know, you're dissecting a defense, but it's tough to do on the road in the #1 toughest place to play. Right now, you're kind of dicing them up a little bit, so the crowd's a little quieter. So a couple more chances, and you can see it. The adjustment's happening.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing right now, Georgia Tech.
Jamal Haynes is going to walk it in, and you better keep doing what you're doing. You got 6 on the board for number 11, Ballhawk.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna maybe, I don't know if Jit's gonna adjust like this, but maybe force these corners to play underneath a little bit. Maybe be able to hit him over the top once or twice. But that was a really nice looking drive right there.
7 plays, 76 yards in 3.5 minutes. So gives Jit 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go down and score. But we'll see if that happens or not. Again, if you're just joining us, I am Big D, joined by... Oh, and that ball goes out of bounds, so Michigan's going to get the ball to 40. So another great starting field position for Michigan. But if you're just joining us, I am Big D, joined by Ballhawk, and we've got another game going on after this one as well. We've got the patented 12 versus 2 matchup going on in Ann Arbor. And then we're going to have Notre Dame and App State. A matchup of 2 teams looking to get a W later on in this one. So 1st and 10 from the 40 for Michigan. They're going to go jet touch pass and see if he can get outside. Doesn't need to go outside. Goes inside. Gets 9 yards. I feel like every time Georgia Tech has these guys dead to rights, like in the backfield, they just break away and get 9 more yards. They feel like you can't bring them down.
And I mean, Michigan just has so much speed. It's really tough. It really is.
Speed is an understatement. They have everybody on the field, I feel like, has 90-plus speed. There's a little... Oh, my goodness, look at the acceleration.
It's a really nice little triple option right there.
Jose
Could have
Davis
handed it off.
burst off the line. I mean, you have no chance to stop that. I don't know who's getting in there into that gap. Up the 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
I like what GhostFace is doing here.
And that was
Trying to go to some man defense.
Yes. And that was
exactly.
Yes. So stop that one, and now it's 2nd and 11 up to at the 42-yard line. So one of the first stops in the game we've seen from Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I think man is really what's going to try to shut these guys down, try to get a little more pressure on them. But, as long as your corners and stuff can run with them speed-wise.
And we'll see if they can or not. That might be an overthrow, and it is. So it looked like a tough catch anyway. Would have been a tough catch anyway, but Jose Davis just puts the ball too far out in front of the Michigan receiver. And now 3rd and 11, so a big chance for Georgia Tech to try to get back into this game. 2:04 to go in the half. Or, 2:04 to go in the half. 4 seconds.
It's a big play here. Hopefully they can get a stop on them.
And Jose Davis is going to go down. A huge sack for Georgia Tech. Just what they needed as the 2-minute warning comes into play, and Michigan's coming out in field goal formation. This would be a 62-yarder from the spot. And that is no good.
Yeah, no.
It looked like he honestly
that's sort of
had
what we
I
expected.
think he had the leg, but just obviously wildly inaccurate. And Georgia Tech, 1:56 to possibly double up Michigan, so now a chance for the Yellow Jackets. It's what you want to see if you're a Yellow Jacket fan.
Yeah, and I mean, if they could double up, take the lead, that would be a really big change of events here for sure.
No kidding. 4 seconds on the play clock. And they do get the ball off. And Haynes King, mobile quarterback, 1. 1st down. What a play, putting his body on the line. 10 yards on the play and a 1st down up into Michigan territory. Coming to the big house, it's never easy to run your offense and do the plays that you need to do. But Georgia Tech is starting to find that rhythm ball.
Yeah, they really are, and I think they just need to be careful about not scoring too fast now. Slow it down a little bit here because you don't want to give Michigan another chance.
Right. I don't think that, they do have an eternity, but that's also the problem. You have almost too much time now. So 1:35 to go from the 29, and we'll see if they take a shot or if they keep going for these short routes. I mean, I really see no reason to keep going short. You have all the time in the world. They're going deep middle. That could be a dangerous pass, and it was, but harmlessly falls incomplete. Jayshon Barham, the senior from Maryland, middle linebacker, in there to break it up. And that was, that could have been.
That needs a double coverage.
Yeah, that could have been
not always a good
disastrous.
idea. Yeah.
I'm not Haynes King, so I'm not sure what he saw, but I saw 2 blue jerseys that were ready to pick that one off. The screenplay again has some space. Jamal Haynes up to the 20 and over and into the red zone. 19-yard line is where they'll set up again. And a red zone snap coming for Georgia Tech, 1st and 10. About 1:10 to go. Again, both teams have 3 timeouts. I think you were onto something with that, Seagloss, because there goes the throw, and that one's picked. Curtis with the interception. Jamal Haynes trying to stop the return, and he basically will. Gets up across the 50, and detrimental for Georgia Tech. A tough red zone turnover. And now Michigan with 48 yards and 60 seconds to pay her. Davis drops back and goes deep again, and he's got a man inside the 10. Why not a touchdown? Michigan walks it off.
Tackling woes do continue here. They had like 3 guys around the ball there and just couldn't get him down.
Right, and even so, I mean, a great catch nonetheless, but made it look even more impressive was the 3 broken tackles to put the ball in the end zone. So a kickoff.
Yeah.
Now up 17 again, 52 seconds to score, so now you don't have an eternity, Georgia Tech, and you've got to score. You've got to put points on the board here to at least make this a game.
Yeah, I mean, even 3, just give yourself some into halftime.
Right.
It would be fantastic.
You do get the ball coming out of halftime, but you need points on the board, and there goes a nice route by the wide receiver up across the 50, and that's a nice first play. It's about as good as a first play could go. So now up
Really nice.
Yeah, open to opponent territory, and 1st and 10 at the 43.
Yeah, and that really gave him a legitimate shot here at scoring, honestly.
Haynes King mobile, and he's going to get out of the pocket, and he's going to scramble up for a first down again up to the 32-yard line.
So here we go. 37 seconds left on the 30-yard line.
Going the hurry-up offense. What's Haynes King's plan here? Can audible, or can hot route, do have time and the presence to do it. Wanted it.
I guess not.
Didn't have it.
Did not have it.
Oh, and Haynes King gets licked, but he's got 8 yards on that play, and it hangs onto the ball, so good play by him to pick up a little bit of yardage and keep the ball in possession. I believe he's going to that
Straight
route
man
right
again
there.
Here.
He will. And what a play by Michigan, but they just missed the tackle. Could have had an interception instead. Have a first down for Georgia Tech. 15 seconds and counting from the 18-yard line. Haynes King taking off again, makes a move inside the 5. He slides down. Could have gone for the touchdown, but I respect the decision to stay down and keep this at a possibility rather than maybe causing a turnover. Possibly had the out route. Haynes King gets drilled. And now what do you do here? Do you go for 3 or do you still go for 4? Or go for the touchdown? With 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think that you need to, at least get the points. I think that's what he's going to go for.
I agree.
At least getting 10 points if he can score after half. That at least gets you 17 to 24.
Yep, and now you're at, yes, exactly. So you go, now it's 10 to 24, so a 14-point game now, and if, barring any magical happenings here, we're going to go to the half 24-10. We'll see the kick return. Jit nearly breaks out there, but a nice return to the 28. But we'll go to halftime 24 to 10. Georgia Tech will receive the second half kickoff, so a chance to make it 17-24, which is honestly a best-case scenario. Kansas State, #1 in the new media poll after beating #1 in the nation, which is insane. So now we have a new #1 team for the 3rd week in a row to start the season.
That makes them the #1 user team, though.
What's that?
Does that make them the #1 user, though?
That's a great question. Because Jit
was Beamer #1, or
no? Jit has been #1. He has not lost a game since the dynasty started. We'll see if that continues in this tough matchup between Ghost and him. Bubble screen
that's
goes
true.
really nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. GhostFace is ranked high, so.
That's true. But
yeah.
but Jit again. He started as our preseason #1 in our very first year, and has yet to lose. We'll see if that continues. There's no reason to take him after #1 if he's not losing any games. Haynes King gonna keep this one. First down on the ground, and he's got 59 yards rushing. And a nice run there. Keeping this drive alive, 1st and 10 at the 28.
Yeah, I think as long as Georgia Tech can keep this running game up, they're looking pretty good.
Against this Michigan defense, that is not easy. No, going short on the screen pass. Nice play call up across the 45 near the 50. Going out of bounds to avoid any unnecessary hits. Totally get that one. 196 pass yards for Haynes King today. A solid day for the Georgia Tech quarterback.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice play. Driving down the field here.
Making it work. Still, again, that stadium pulse is going to prove to be problematic. Has he wide? And what a great interception. Oh, my. I thought he had him, but Jay Sean
Going
Barham
so well.
again. He read that like a book and just, I saw the vision Georgia Tech had trying to float it up over, but ended up being an interception. And Jose Davis with a nice 5-yard
Tech.
in the option. That was a good tackle. Only allowed 5 yards on the carry.
I think Georgia Tech really needs to run man. I think they are here. But if they want to stop, whatever atrocity this is in the backfield.
And a great play on the screen pass to make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Ty Thompson in there to make the play on the quarterback. Now 3rd and 5 again for Michigan, so exactly what you need if you're Georgia Tech, especially after a turnover.
Yeah, here's your chance. Get it back.
3rd and 5 from the 34. Going short to the wheel route and a 1st down and 10 inside the 20 and a red zone snap going to be incoming here for Michigan.
And the weakness of the cover 3.
Right in
Wheel
those,
route out of the backfield.
absolutely. Right there, just made it easy for him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but didn't get in the end zone, so that's a good thing.
That's true. You still got a chance to stop it. They're going to hand this one off to Cabana. Another great run up to the 7-yard line.
That must have been a transfer or something.
Cabana was there last year, but he did not wear that.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was.
No, I mean,
the other running back, I believe, is a freshman or possibly a transfer. But Cole Cabana was there last year. We did see he does have the ring with the Michigan team. So
yeah. Well, this dude's pretty shifty.
yes, he is. This dude's pretty powerful. As Michigan's gonna bully their way into the end zone. Benjamin Hall, the junior from Georgia, his 3rd rush of the day, and it goes for 6. We've got a 21-point ball game in Ann Arbor.
So now it's really on for Georgia Tech here. They really need something. We've been saying that for the last few drives, but they really need it now.
And there goes the boot. And Georgia Tech will probably bring this out, and they will. And they have some space, but doesn't even get to the 25. Great coverage ended up by Michigan. And this is pretty much do or die now. You can't end up with a turnover. You can't end up with this drive with 0 points. That would be pretty much the game.
Here we go.
1st and 10 with a 21 is a draw play, and a nice gain from Jamal Haynes. Gets him up near the 35. A 12-yard gain on 1st down is a good way to start the drive. And Georgia Tech already in the hurry-up. Making this go quickly. Trying to...
Did like the call last play there, man. 5-man in the box. Easy run right there.
Right.
But
That
here we
one
go,
was just
2nd down.
blown up by...
Yeah.
I believe Bink is live now, so might be able to do a little dual casting action yet again, but Haynes King going to drop back on 2nd and 10. Nobody again, and that was nearly picked by the D lineman. And just yet again, no time for Haynes King in that backfield.
Really going right here for Georgia Tech, unfortunately.
So now a 3rd and 10 from Georgia Tech. What can they draw up? Looked like he wanted the drag route. Haynes King's got a lot of green grass in front of him, and why not take it? So a 1st down and kept the drive and pretty much the game alive for now.
Yeah. Haynes King, he's been making clutch plays all day with his legs.
He has. He's trying his best to keep. I mean, of course, he did have those 2 costly interceptions, but on his legs, he's trying to keep the game alive. Taylor in the backfield now, up across the 35 to the 32. So again, moving the ball steadily, trying to make this into a game. And a nice curl route gets a 1st down. So Georgia Tech continuing to move the ball.
Yeah, real nice throw, real nice catch right there. Closer to the end zone, and that's what they really need right now.
Yeah, there goes the triple option to Felix, and he is going to have a 1st down. So Georgia Tech looking to make it back into the end zone.
we go. You know, I really like this corner route from the tight end. Not going to be there.
And Haynes King yet again makes it
Ooh.
a positive play. I mean, he did get absolutely walloped in the backfield, but what a play. I mean, just to make it even remotely a chance.
Scrambling around all day.
Now they'll go the triple
Picking
option.
off with
Haynes
the
King
option
might
there.
be able to come out of it on his own, and Haynes King just puts the ball too far out in front of Jamal Haynes. And a disastrous play on second and goal. Could have been a lot worse, to be fair, but now third and goal from the 7. Need
7
points,
yards.
going to the end zone. Touchdown! What a play there on the streak from Jackson Long.
Finally getting over those linebackers. You know, they've really been making them pay, but
Yeah, those
that was
linebackers
fantastic
are
right there.
tall, if you ask me. So they've got some height there. But again, you're right. It worked out there.
Oh, challenging Michigan a little bit.
Just trying.
They really
I
need
mean,
to stop this
it's a
run.
14-point game now, and we'll see if it continues going into the fourth quarter. Third quarter, about 3 to go. Apologize if I'm being a little quiet. I'm just getting the other game set up on our nice little graphic as Cabana will get the carry and no gain there. So Georgia Tech in the backfield to stop that one. A solid play from the Yellow Jackets. Again, trying to make this into any game possible.
A really nice user tackle right there.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And as you can see, we have Benji and App State, or Benji and Notre Dame, and Bink with App State tied at 14 in the first quarter. And on your left, we've got a rollout from Jose Davis, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. So what do you think Georgia Tech's got to do on defense to make sure this stays where it is and get the offense back on the field with a chance to cut the deficit?
I mean, at least they need to put some more men in the box. You know, get a little more pressure, or play man. You know, I'm really into them playing man right here. But you know, going empty, so obviously going to be a
And that's
pass.
where it happens when you play man and you get burnt. And tough to not get burnt when these Michigan receivers are all so fast. And a huge gain for Michigan.
They haven't lost on one of those streak routes yet. So
No, sir.
no.
And we'll see if
What are
it
you gonna do?
continues
What
to
you
be
gonna
that way. Jose Davis trying to take off again. Let's get back to full screen here as Georgia Tech trying to make it a game. 17-31. Of course, at the 25, Michigan is 7 carries for 50 yards for Jose Davis as they come out in empty. Not conservative at all, and why would you need to be? Going to the zig route, and it's a catch, and it might be more. Inside the 10, the hurdle, touchdown! Oh my goodness, the athleticism from these receivers is ridiculous. Hurdling guys for a touchdown. 38-17, back to a 21-point game. I'm not sure what you can do on defense against these spectacular receivers.
Ridiculous is an understatement for sure. I mean, these dudes are fast. They're athletic. I mean, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do at all?
Tech returns to the 15. We'll take a quick look into App State and Notre Dame. As Benji sitting here with a 2nd and 21 from the 5-yard line in Notre Dame. They're going to have to call timeout, but we'll get back to Michigan, Georgia Tech. And an incompletion here on second, to make it 2nd and 10 from the 15. Again, Georgia Tech trying to avoid that 0-2 start against two of the best teams in the nation, but nobody wants to go 0-2, and he'll go down with a sack. Haynes King. One of the few times today he's got caught in the backfield. App State going for the bomb down the right side, and it's caught to the 45-yard line. As Haynes King tries to keep this game alive, he's trying to do it with his legs, and it's just not there. It's going to be 4th and 13 when we come back to the third quarter. From the third quarter break, starting the fourth. 10 minutes to go before Michigan looks like they want to go 2-0 to start the year and possibly retake that #1 spot again.
Wear and tear is, building up on Haynes King here. Really looking like he's slowing down.
And can you blame him? He's been all over the place today. 4th and 13 for the game. Haynes King trying to break out of the pocket, throws it, and that one is coming the other way. That might just about do it.
It was a good fight, but unfortunately they're just a little bit outmatched. I think everyone's a bit outmatched by Michigan right now.
No kidding.
The receivers are
Especially
nasty.
in the big house. That is a tough place to play. #1 in the nation. Number one toughest place to play in the nation. And Jose Davis is making their life difficult. Oh, inside the 10, inside the 5. How do you stop that, Jose Davis? That's simply ridiculous. The talent. I mean, what a play. That was a quarterback, by the way, in case anybody was wondering.
This thing's only a freshman. This is going to be a nightmare.
So a 4th and 5 from Bink now, as he's going to take a long shot at the end zone from the 34-yard line. It is caught! Touchdown, App State! My goodness. Hit the gritty on him, kid. What a play, and they're going to lead this game. Again, both squads, as of right now, are 0-2. Looking for that first win. Notre Dame, still one of the toughest places to play in the nation.
App State in here, though, putting up a fight, so...
Heck yeah, I mean, Notre Dame is going to be one of the most talented teams in the nation, no matter what. But,
yeah.
And
I mean, they're a really promising team. Yeah, I mean, App State's been a really promising team, and, yeah, like I said, on the road, I mean, that'll be really big for them.
Right, and now 21-14 leading Notre Dame. Of course, Notre Dame did finish the year last season with not the best year, I believe 5-7 on the season. So Notre Dame definitely looking to come back on that season. As we're gonna
Unfortunately, they're not ranked number 5, like for NIU, but it is what it is. A win is a win if you can get it.
Absolutely, as we see a pick 6 again from Michigan, making it 17-52, I believe it's going to be after the extra point. So just pure dominance from the Wolverines.
Yeah, I think it's time to turn on some shoe clock.
Might be. 2nd and 4. Not in our game, though. Here, 2nd and 4. The 31, and great defense from App State. As they
That's a big third down here. Got to do something.
Early in the second quarter, App State has a chance to stop. I don't believe there's been a stop yet. Early in the second quarter, we're at 21-14. It looked like they want to go screen, and it was a great call because there's nobody in front of them. First down and more for Love up to the 40-yard line, near the 40-yard line, up to the 41. And all of a sudden, Notre Dame was in the backfield, dead to rights, and here we've got a 1st and 10, the 41. So moving again.
Man versus those screens. Your guy on the running back really can get stuck in the middle. So, can't get out there in time, unfortunately.
Jet touch pass there works out for App State as Jordan Favors in the back field for a loss of 2 on the play. Second and 12, handoff to Love, and he's got space. Can he grab the first down? Not quite. Gets 11.
Really nice run up the middle. looking like they're going to probably do that again with this offensive set that they're going to be bringing in.
Yep, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Trying to make the running game their priority, and why not? It's been working. Jeremiah Love. Bench warmer. Holy crap, welcome to the party, man. What have you missed? Jeez, where do I start? Jit won the national championship last season and came in as preseason number 4. Jit, Georgia Tech, Jit, GhostFace, and Beamer are all playing like a round robin for scheduling. Everybody's schedule is a lot more matched for them, which is why I was hoping you would get to play. So it looks like you might be back, hopefully, which we'll be glad to have you. And we've got a Bink versus Benji matchup here in Notre Dame. I've got Ballhawk on Discord with me. No idea for League News since the portal. Discord account got locked. Rough story, man. I'm here with Ballhawk in the booth.
Benchwarmer. Has Benchwarmer just been stemmed this entire season?
He's only played 1 game, thankfully. But now he's got a user game coming up, and a nice play to get a 1st and 10. Eli Raritan, the senior from Iowa. There's an Iowa player on the field. 1st and 10 now inside the red zone, and Notre Dame looking to put some more points on the board with 3 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
I think, App State's just a little bit outmanned, but they're playing pretty well here. So
honestly, they're matching up pretty well against a team who's definitely a higher overall and on the road. But that's what we wanted. We wanted an even matchup, and we were hoping we'd get one. We've got a great one brewing, and there's a false start, so back them up 5 on 2nd now. So it'll be 2nd and 15. Now we'll see. Let's check on the other game very quickly. And Michigan is in the end zone again, if you were wondering. 17 to about to be 6. It's about to be 17 to 66, Michigan. So a tough game for GhostFace as he will move to 0-2, and Jit again making his case for number 1 as Benji's going to go for the field goal on 3rd and 15, and he missed it.
Redford on 3rd down. That
is an interesting call. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that one.
I don't know. 3rd and 15, and he just goes for the field goal with 2 minutes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a misclick, and then he's like, I'll keep my timeout. I don't know.
It. And App State gets a huge play on 1st and 10 to the 43-yard line. Yes, 4 games at once. I mean, obviously, we're not going to get all 4 games at once, but only 2 games on at once now. We're going to head back to the App State Notre Dame game as this one is tightly contested. PSBN Red Zone, that was the goal, just to give the best experience possible for everybody. So 2 minutes to go in the first half. App State leads 21-14 over highly overall rated Notre Dame in South Bend. 1st and 10 going across the middle. Overthrown. Hits the ground instead. I thought that could have been a pick if it went through his hands, but instead, falls to the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of a big drive for App State, honestly. If they can get up 2 touchdowns, that's really phenomenal for them. So
for certain. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Stadium Pulse is going crazy for the 6th toughest place to play in the country. And a sack on 2nd and 10 is going to bring it to a 3rd and 21. Logan Thomas, the freshman from Texas, true freshman, making an impact in this game already. What a play from the young man, Texas. DN.
That's just really unfortunate. There, he had a really open deep crosser down the middle and really backs him up here.
Just didn't have the time, and now 3rd and 21. We'll see what the play call is, and it is another sack. Ashton Daniels gets blown up in the backfield again. And Notre Dame going to have a chance right back to put some points on the board before the end of the half.
Pretty good field position here.
Jeremiah Love with a return. We might get more than good field position. Jeremiah Love to the outside. He will go. Kiss that man goodbye. Touchdown Irish. We're going to tie ball game.
What a run. That was really great. I don't know if I've ever seen a punt return touchdown, actually, but no,
I've
that's
seen
really
my
impressive.
fair share, but they are always exciting. Always exciting. Negative 26 rush yards for App State, by the way. Those sacks are doing a number on their totals. So
Yeah, but here we go.
And good.
1 minute and 9 seconds. See if App State can do something with that.
So 1 minute and 9 seconds, what can they do? Benchwarmer, if you are still watching, what is your alternate Discord? Because you have a game this week. I believe you are 1-0. I think you played Jack State. Your CPU played Jack State week 1. I think you go to bye week 2. Ashton Daniels fumbles, and somehow App State recovers the fumble. So they are still on offense. I don't know how. What a play by Notre Dame to get in there and force the fumble. And that crowd is juiced up now.
I know. Honestly, lucky break, though. Oh, boy.
Yeah, no kidding, and this might not be lucky. Hand on the head. Safety. Notre Dame. All of a sudden. A 9-point swing, and it could be more. Notre Dame going to look to return this one, and oh my goodness, I thought he was going to break again. Benchwarmer the alt, very original.
With, 9 unanswered points here, so we'll see.
So first and 10 from the 34. Notre Dame going to drop back. And a 7-yard gain. Again, they do have 2 timeouts. Well, they have 1 timeout now. I believe I sent you a friend request, Bench, so if you want to accept that, then I can invite you over to the Discord on your alt. 2nd and 3 from the 41. 30 seconds to go in the second half, or the first half. And what a play by Bink to put his receiver right where he needs to be. And
That was nice.
nice user lurk, Broderick Gooch. Bringing the Gooch. The middle linebacker from North Carolina. Getting a pick and possibly turning this game around for App State. Jumped in there at the perfect time. And this is what we wanted. We wanted competitive, closely contested, fun games. And we are getting it in this matchup here. 21-23, flag, false start. We'll bring them back 5. Bench, let me know when you accept that request, and we'll get you into the dynasty once again. 1st and 15 from the 43. See what the play call is from Ashton Daniels. How about another sack? Almost. And Benji's taking somebody out here.
I mean, you can really just see the difference in the O-line, unfortunately. Just a bit outclassed.
And that's what you expected. In Notre Dame, that's a tough. Bink's putting in his fast receivers. He's got three at least 95 speed receivers. That's frankly insane.
It's just like, you know what? Whatever. Put him in. Put him in, coach. Put him in.
What do you have to lose? 0-2 in Notre Dame. Got to pull out the stops.
incomplete pass. And here we are on 2nd down.
2nd and 15 from the 43. They're going to the flat route, and he's got space. This could be a big play. Roberts up near the 30 to the 33-yard line. And honestly, Ashton Daniels had a pretty good day. 8 for 11, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Just been a long day in the backfield for him. Everybody's...
That's quite a nice stat line there.
Right.
I don't know passer rating I would give you, but I mean,
Bench,
I think most quarterbacks.
I've invited your new account to the server, so hop on in and schedule that game whenever you can. 1st and 10 from the 33. Good to have you back, by the way. And they get the screen off. He gets buried in the backfield, but Ashton Daniels does get it off. 2nd and inches incoming. They'll take the timeout. What's the play call here? Do you think they go for the end zone, or do you think they just try to make it an easier field goal?
I think he's going for the end zone, honestly, but I don't know. I mean, I think you sort of need to also think about making it an easier field goal, because reality is that's a pretty long touchdown right there.
I agree. I think he wants RB, but he goes across the middle to Tucker, just short at the 3. 5 seconds to go. No timeout yet. We'll see if he takes it. I believe when that clock starts ticking, if it doesn't. 3, 10. He's going to take the timeout. Good call there from Bink. And I believe he is just going to take the field goal to try to go up by 1 point before the end of the half. So we'll see if App State can lead. And Benji's going to call a timeout and try to ice him.
Oh boy. I don't even think that's a thing in this game.
I don't think so either, but maybe he's just trying to get in his head, which I respect.
Yeah.
So from the 3.
I think it worked.
Up, and it is no good. Man, kicking from that close is no kidding, and Notre Dame will hang on to a lead. 23-21 at halftime. So the new media poll rankings. Kansas State 1, Georgia 2, Michigan 3, A&M 4. So Kansas State jumping from 8th to 1st after that win, which is diabolical.
Diabolical, but, you know, sort of deserved. I mean, they beat the number 1.
Hard to say it wouldn't be deserved.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. A really unfortunate break there for App State. Could have been up at half. That would have been really nice for the team. But
Jeremiah Love stays in bounds and breaks the tackle and gets up across the 40. What an insane play. Welcome back, brother. It's been the dark ages without you. Well, actually, it's just been Jit winning every game, so pretty much the same as we've had. 1st and 10 from the 41. A pump fake. I believe he might have just wanted to throw that one, but 2nd and 17. Caden Sullivan, the right outside linebacker from SC, in the backfield. 2nd and 17. 7-yard loss on the sack. And he had no time in the pocket there. So from the 34, need across the 50, the 1st down. Do get the snap off. They go to the corner route, and he gets nearly all of it. There's 13 of it right there, up to a 3rd and 4. Trey Sinclair Wright, a freshman from Indiana. Another true freshman making an impact. Actually gets out of the pocket. What a play. Just gets the snap. And Angela, the senior from New Jersey, making a huge play, getting across the 50. Not only a 1st down, but a huge gain. So now from the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Bink may be looking to go to a zone look here. 1st and 10 for 42, and they'll hand it off to Jeremiah Love. I feel like every time he touches the ball, he's going to get like 4 or 5 yards. It's so easy for him. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 38. Looking for a play, and it gets... And I believe Benji's controller disconnected. Somehow, Reese has come back.
I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback.
I think that's funny. As soon as his controller died, Reese came back.
At that position, are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step.
So 1st and 10 from the 21. And he's gone now. Bink got his controller back, so Reese is gone now. 1st and 10 from the 21. And a handoff to Jeremiah Love. He might go the distance. This kid is so quick. Up to the 13. 2nd and 2 now. Appreciate you for those who are still watching. We got a 2nd and 2 from the 13, 23-21. Jeremiah Love trying to make a move, but can't get free. And we've got a 3rd down now from the Irish. Hopefully, Benji decides not to take a field goal from 3rd and 15 now in this scenario. We had 23-21 for a while in that 2nd quarter, and now we've got 21-23 halfway through the 3rd, so been a bit of a defensive standoff here. 5 to snap it. Trying to bring a man in motion, and that's going to be a flag, so back him up 5. On the delay of game penalty. First of the game for Notre Dame. And now empty for Angele. Third and 7 from the 18. He has a man on the streak, but he goes to the post anyway and will take the touchdown. 7 points, well, 6 for now, for Benji and Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish score. We'll see if he decides to go for 2 to make it a 10-point game or just boots it. Makes it a 2-score ball game nonetheless. Jordan Faison, the sophomore from Florida, in the end zone on the crosser. So 30-21. Benji with the lead. It's app over. Welcome back, Bench. And App State will try to make sure it's not app over, as they move up to the 19-yard line, which is where Ashton Daniels will start his drive. Honestly, pretty good quarterback play from these two. I think only 1 interception between the two of them. 10 of 13 and 15 of 19. It's over 500 yards combined. It's a solid day through the air, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. Daniels comes out 1st and 10. They'll hand it off, and he's got some space. Roberts up across the 30 to the 31. So Kanye Roberts. 1 rush. 1st down. I believe that was his best run of the day because I saw 5 attempts for 5 yards. So he's had a rough day today. He's going to get it again on the counter and go nowhere. So 6 rushes for 5 yards now as Drake Bowen, junior from Indiana. I don't know how the hell you would call that a spelling of Drake. D-R-Y or D-R-A-Y-K. From the 31, Roberts going to get it again, trying to move to the outside. Does. Gets a nice gain of 3, and now App State 3rd and 7 in South Bend, Indiana. How about it? 3 games in 1 day, gang. This is baller. 3rd and 7, Ashton Daniels. No time in the pocket. Fourth and 7. Could be the game here. Benji will send the blitz to Ashton Daniels. Nobody there, and that's going to hit the dirt. Jalen Sneed, the right outside linebacker, in there causing the pressure unblocked on Ashton Daniels. And now a 9-point game, possibly could be more as Notre Dame sets up inside the 35 to the 34. Now it may be App over bench. From the 34. As Jeremiah Love gets the handoff, gets a couple on that one. As Isaiah Brown-Murphy in there for the tackle. 12 rush attempts, 34 yards on the day for Jeremiah Love. Not the greatest average, but it looked way better. Looked way better live than it did on paper. 2nd and 8 now. Tries to get to the outside. Gets a loss of 2. Casey Loudermilk. Bink has the all-name team between Gooch and Loudermilk. 2 spectacular names. 3rd and 12 from the 36. They will get it off. Going for the crosser. Incomplete. Thought he had it. Trey Sinclair Wright, the freshman, did drop that one, and now a field goal. The field goal unit coming on for Notre Dame to try to make this a 12-point game. Loudermilk is going to be a crazy name for your kid, bench. This one is up and no good by a mile, and App State isn't even there to return it. They couldn't even get to it. So App State takes over from the 36, and just like that, it's no longer App over, bench. App State another chance to put some points on the board. Down 9 late in the 3rd. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Looking for a man, has the wheel route, a great catch, and spin move. Nice little play. Ashton Daniels again, 269, 2 touchdowns. No picks on the day, so a solid day of quarterback play, honestly. Ashton Daniels, you can see him coming up to the line now. He's feeling it a bit. 1st and 10. Go to the halfback once again. He is their offense right now, and it is working. 7 yards on that one. Making 2nd and 3. Kanye Roberts, 6 catches, 89 yards for the junior. Running your offense through Roberts is working so far. 2nd and 3. From the 35. The handoff goes for a couple, but still not a first down yet. Pryor, the halfback there, on his first attempt of the game. As this 3rd quarter will most likely be over. A big 3rd down coming up at the end of the 3rd and the start of the 4th. 21-30. App State trails Notre Dame, but they are driving now at the 33-yard line. Third and 1 from the 33-yard line. Big play call here for App State. Going to the speed option. It looks like Roberts is going to have it and more. Tries to cut it back in, but it's not there. Either way, a red zone snap incoming for App State. And a huge play here that gets them the first down. So all of a sudden, the momentum shifts to the Mountaineers. We're also trying to get that first win of the year. They do get it off to Roberts, but that Notre Dame speed is real. But so is Roberts' speed. Kanye Roberts, an 8-yard gain on first down. And now looking for a 2nd down play, 2nd and 2. Just under 9 to go. South Bend, Indiana. They will hand it off to Allen, who jukes in and jukes out, and touchdown either way. Hit him with the gritty, kid. We've got a 6-point ball game as of right now. Or a 3-point ball game, I'm sorry. We'll look to make it a 2-point ball game with the extra point. Michael Allen. He averages 132 yards a game. That is bonkers. And Allen started at fullback in this one. there you go. So now Allen all of a sudden back at starter for App State. Very low-scoring third quarter we just saw. Just 7 total points after a 28 total point first quarter. But now App State already got 6 in this fourth quarter, and it is coming down to the wire. So with 8:39 to go, Notre Dame leads by 3, soon to be 2 with the extra point, I believe. It is up and good, and we've got a 2-point ball game. So now a field goal for the Mountaineers would win it at this point, which is a crazy way to end a game, to lose by 1. We'll see if that ends up happening. 30-28 as Notre Dame will take the ball once again to the 21-yard line this time. 8.5 to go. We'll see if Notre Dame can punch one in. The 21, Jeremiah Love's going to get this handoff. Does break 1 tackle, but can't break 2. He only gains 2 on the carry. Second and 8 from the 23. Definitely taking his time, making a lot of adjustments. The jet touch pass comes and cuts it back inside. Keeps it positive, but gains no more than 2 for Jordan Faison. And now, it was a halfback? Interesting. I like that. 3rd and 6 from the 25. A huge play for Notre Dame to try to keep this game in their control. They go to the corner route. It is caught. Nice catch. I believe that's the true freshman again, Sinclair Wright from Indiana. 18-30 connection. You know, typical 18-30 connection. 1st and 10 from the 36. So chewing all that clock down and nowhere to go, and this is what you don't want. A huge sack. Thomas Davis came into the backfield unblocked on the contain. And just got absolutely smoked. Second and 21 from the 25. Going over the middle, and it is, what a catch! I believe that was the tight end that made that grab. And now, a 3rd and 7, much more manageable. It was 2nd and 21. So a 14-yard reception on that play makes it a much more manageable 3rd and 7, and we'll see if they can pick it up. Not really anywhere to go. He wants the deep ball. He might have him. He does. And no, it's dropped. Eli McCantos just made the play of his life. In real life, you could argue that was a catch fumble. I thought for sure he had possession, but instead, a dropped, huge play makes it 4th and 7, and Benji will punt it back to Bink. And Bink and App State with a chance to upset Notre Dame. First and 10 from 31, they're going to go to the triple option, but no option there as Ashton Daniels goes backwards. Logan Thomas in the backfield to stop that one. So 2nd and 16 as Bink's job gets a little harder here in South Bend. 28-30 going for the screen pass. Incomplete. It was in his hands and he dropped it. I believe that was Roberts. And now one of the clutchest plays of Ashton Daniels' career so far. 3rd and 16 from the 25 here in South Bend, Indiana, against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. From the 25, Stadium Pulse too loud. Do get the playoff. Going to the route short on the cross, or the in route at least, and that was an incompletion. Great defense by Benji and Notre Dame. With 4:30 left in the game, Benji definitely going to try to make this the last possession of the contest as Jeremiah Love gets an angle. We saw one today, and we nearly saw another up to the 31. So in standards of score, a field goal would make this a 5-point game and would put Bink under pressure to get a touchdown. He'd have to score. A touchdown here, a touchdown and extra point here nearly ices the game, or at least you'd think so. Maybe Bink can prove me wrong. 1st down and 10, and a huge slant to the receiver. Angeli today, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, just 1 interception. Also, Baker Mayfield just threw 24 of 30, 300 yards, and 4 touchdowns, no picks. What a crazy game for him. 1st and 10 from the 14. As Benji looks to wind this one down. Jeremiah Love, a nice cut. 7 yards. That could have been blown up in the backfield for a loss of 3. Instead, it goes for 7 for number 4. And I know Notre Dame is loving it. 2nd and 3 from the 7. A team that ended up the year ranked last year, App State, trying to avoid an 0-3 start to the season. Love is still short, gets a yard, but not to the 1st down marker yet. Notre Dame not out of the woods yet. Still 5 yards to pay dirt and 2 yards for a 1st down. Third and 2 to the out route. It's a touchdown. So App State is now going to be down 9 points, barring the extra point, of course. And now a 2-score game with 2:26 to go. Nearly perfect clock management from Notre Dame and Benji. And he is looking like he's going to come out of here 1-2 with one of his first user game wins in, well, a while. A nice game from him. 2 solid competitors today. And Roberts will take the knee as App State has, you got to think, one more chance. First and 10, they're going to go to the bubble screen, and he's got some space up across the 35 to the 39. So App State's still moving the ball. He does go out of bounds, so the clock stops. And Benji took a timeout. He said, no, call a play, Bink. Call a real play. 2:21 to go. Clock was stopped no matter what. From the 39. So about 60 yards to pay dirt, and God, do they need it. And the tipped ball on the toss. Jalen Sneed, the recovery, jumped on that ball instantly. And Notre Dame is going to walk away with a home victory in Week 3. An insane play from Jalen Sneed to jump on that rock. they're not going to get the play off this time. Might have been false start, actually. No, it was delay of game. So back them up 5. App State and Bink do have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but it is looking bleak now. 2:19 to go, up 9. You got to imagine a run's coming here from Notre Dame, and it is. And Jeremiah Love breaks out of that. Oh my goodness, that should have been a loss of 5. Jeremiah Love, only 50 rushing yards of the day, but when you make plays like that, my goodness. 2-minute timeout here, and look at this again. Had 3 guys smothering him in the backfield. Breaks out of all of it. 2nd and 6 now. 2 to go for Notre Dame. And bounce to the outside and get nothing there. So Bink ready for that one. I believe that was a loss of 3 on the play. So no timeout from Bink, and Benji's just going to go. And a huge pass is intercepted. And he's going to take it. No kidding. Bink out of the woodwork, making it a game. So you hear the boos from Notre Dame fans. As Benji essentially just gave him a shot. 1:29 to go, still all 3 timeouts. And now App State is going to go for the onside kick to try to get it right back. Notre Dame does not touch it, but they somehow fall on it at the end. One first down for a win. Notre Dame first and 10 from the 47. Handed off to Jeremiah Love. Cut back, goes nowhere. Actually a loss of 1. Again, App State and Bink only need 3. Second and 11. Screen pass does get it off. Bink saw it, but it doesn't matter. Notre Dame and Jeremiah Love are going to walk out of here with a win. Barring anything absolutely insane, it should just be a kneel down, but instead he's coming out in pistol. And no chew clock on either. So I actually have no idea how this game's going to go. 1:10 to go. First and 10 from the 26. Love's going to get it again. He's going to burst to the outside. Doesn't cut it in, just runs into the defender and goes down and inbounds. 2nd and 1. From the 18. The handoff goes nowhere. And Bing burns his final timeout. This is 3rd down now.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 3 from the 20. Jeremiah Love gets it and is pushed just short of the first down. 4th and 1. And if I had to guess, I'd say Benji wants more points. He's coming out no wide receivers, 2 running backs, 3 tight ends.
Let's go!
So this time he's letting the clock wind all the way down. If he lets it go the whole way, there will be about 13 seconds left of the clock at the snap and probably about 10 seconds if Bink can stop him. No timeouts. If he picks it up, game is over. 4th and 1. Right up the gut, he's going to walk it off. How about a touchdown instead? So Notre Dame says good night, App State, and puts him away with 10 seconds to go in the contest. 35-43. And the field goal extra point is good. I agree. This was a bad week for App State. Going to move to 0-3 on the year. And Benji going to pick up that first user win in a while. Yeah, App State did not look good in real life. Clemson absolutely drilled them. Made us look like the Fun Belt out here. 35-44. As Ashton Daniels looking to make a play on it. And he gets away from one tackle and gets out of bounds for a 5-yard gain. Benji. So a solid win here for him. He's going to move to 1-2 as it looks to jumpstart the rest of his year. He is still a great overall team, so that top 25 rating is not out of the question for him. So he's just got to pretty much lock in for the rest of the year. And we could see him later in the year. 2nd and 5 to end the game. Launching a deep overthrown and tipped and incomplete. And Benji walking away with a 44-35 victory against App State at home. Top 10 toughest place to play, and we saw it today. A great game from both of these two, as Steve Angele, the senior, is the player of the game with 334 pass yards, 75% completion rate, and 3 touchdowns. Definitely improved that from last year, Benji. But thanks for everybody for watching. I have been Big D, and we're saying so long from what's been an action-packed day of PSBN, actually. 2 streams in this one as well. 2 games in this stream as well. And thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time on PSBN.